All right, today we are in tiny Keystone Heights, Florida, and we're just going to be taking a drive around, see what's here. So might as well come with us and explore. And we had just pulled into this Taco Bell right quick. Didn't get any other food, but I figured it was a good place to start our video on our tour of Keystone Heights. Keystone Heights is about 30 minutes outside of Middleburg, Orange Park area, and it's a really cute little town. Once upon a time, Keystone Heights was about the same as Interlachen, but Keystone Heights has really built up. There's their Dollar General. Dollar General is definitely a fan favorite on my channel. It's a nice looking little Dollar General. And we're coming up, we're pulling into, looks like the Walgreens parking lot. They have a Walgreens in Keystone Heights, not a CVS. Or maybe they have both. Maybe they have a Walgreens and a CVS. But this is their Walgreens. Nothing too exciting going on here. Yeah, they have a CVS across the street. So they have both. And it looks like a series of little, I think that's a bank, right? Yeah, it's a bank. I can see the drive-in teller. There's a family medical center, Village Doctors. Now down there they do have like a Domino's Pizza and a Hardee's, but we're not going to drive all the way down there just to show that. There's the CVS. Yeah, back in the night, and they got a Dunkin' Donuts straight away. Back in the 1980s, this was probably about the same size as Interlachen, and they've just really grown. Stuff comes here, like the Dunkin' Donuts and these two pharmacy stores, Walgreens and CVS. You can see the bench there, City of Keystone Heights. And they have a Wendy's, which Interlachen does not have a Wendy's, unfortunately. And we're going to drive down here to their Hitchcock's Plaza. They have a Hitchcock's just like Interlachen. Right about now you should be able to see the Golden Arches. And this is their Hitchcock's Plaza. Keystone Heights is, by the way, in Clay County, Florida, whereas Interlachen is in Putnam County, Florida. Neighboring counties. And we're just going to show you some of what they have in here. There's a laundromat down at the end. And there is a Cricket, whatever that is. H&R Block, Laredo, Tax Stealer. There is a Bell's Outlet. So yeah, Keystone's a pretty, I guess they're not really that small of a town anymore. They're growing up. And my girlfriend needs to run into Hitchcock's here, so We are going to just turn this off for just a second and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we're leaving the Hitchcocks and Keystone. And going past their McDougars. I mean McDonald's. I call it McDougars, that's just what I do. The Shamrock Shake is back at McDonald's in case you were interested. I wouldn't recommend it, but to each their own. There's Old McDonald Roofing right across from the McDonald's. Keystone Delivery. They have a neat airport out here. Maybe we'll go make a video of that one day. Although there's already videos of it on YouTube, but wouldn't be by me. There's AutoZone. Gotta have an AutoZone. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive to the tiny little town of Melrose, Florida, which is right down the way. And I probably won't let the camera run the whole way to Melrose because even though it's only a few miles, it's mostly just trees and that's boring to see, I think anyway. I don't like looking at trees, I like seeing buildings, people, and places. That is the Clay County Electric Cooperative right there. It's an old, looks like an old gas station automotive place that's probably been there forever. There's Duncan again. So now we're going to go towards Melrose and show you little downtown Keystone Heights. Now, in the early 90s, this place right here, this pizza and ice cream place, used to be a baseball card store. And I believe it was called Who's on First? And maybe What's on Second, I'm not sure. Something like that, but it was that Abbott and Costello routine. And their baseball card store was named after that. It's a nice little store, it didn't last very long. Anyway, this is all downtown Keystone. And we're going to come up on their lake here, which, again, I didn't do my homework. And I'm not exactly sure what that's called. We always call it Keystone Beach, but I'm sure it has a different name. And I don't see any signs out front, but you can kind of see it as we go around the corner there. And again, for those of you who wonder why I don't just turn the camera over that way, it's because my girlfriend doesn't want to be, you know, on these videos. Nor does she even want to talk in them, so that's why you just get stuck with me. It'd probably be cooler if she did talk and you could have like a conversation, you know, going, but she refuses. So I'm gonna let this run a few more minutes because we're about to come upon another Dollar General. So I'm gonna just kind of show you some houses over here. Nice houses. This is like, I think, a golf area. They have a golf course, I think, somewhere back there. Or maybe even several golf courses. And lots of trees. Alright, you know what? This is boring. I'm gonna go ahead and start it back up when we get to their Dollar General. Okay, we're about 2 miles down the road from where I shut it off. And we're just gonna show you their Winn-Dixie. Now this used to be a Harvey's supermarket, but now it's a Winn-Dixie. I'll be darned. They got good stuff there. Like I said, this is about 2 miles outside of Keystone Heights, and we skipped a lot of the trees and stuff. And this, guess what this is? I bet you'll never guess. Approximately 2 miles down the road from their Dollar General that they have in Keystone, here's another Dollar General. That's something. I know people love Dollar Generals, and I love Dollar General too. They're convenient as heck when you're traveling, that's for sure. So I'd say the more they have, the better. Okay, now we're fixing to pull back out onto whatever road this is. You know, I don't even see a sign that tells us what road this is, but I do know it goes to Melrose. And we'll drive a little bit, a few more minutes, and then I'll shut it off, because I know you don't want to see all these trees, which is basically all there is this way until you get to Melrose. Ain't that interesting? I mean, it's pretty to look at for sure, but probably not so when you're flying by them in a car. But I love trees, but at the same time they're boring. So oh, I'll show you this building coming up here. It's a Circle K with a little strip mall plaza in it, and it's a neat little factoid about this building in the 80s, especially if you're a skateboarder or were a skateboarder or interested in skateboarding. So there's this little Circle K, and then this little plaza right here. The building at the far right on the end of that building wasn't a skate shop, but they sold skateboards and skateboard stuff. It was like, I think it was like a wakeboard store, you know, for all the lakes and boaters around here. And they just had skateboard stuff in the corner. And they also sold Vision Streetwear stuff there, so I got my shoes there. My mom drove me all the way over here to get me a pair of shoes for back to school, and I got Vision Streetwears. And the high top black suede ones, those were nice. And they were good skate shoes too. And of course after that, that store went away, and I never found them again, other than mail order, and I didn't mail order stuff back then. So alright, I'm gonna shut this off because we're going into a few miles of just trees, and you don't want to hear me blabber. So we'll be back when we get to Melrose. Okay, we're in Melrose, and we're just gonna do a quick little driving tour of tiny Melrose. And this is Williamson's food store, which has been here a long time. I don't know exactly how long, but it's definitely been there since the 80s. And next to Williamson's is a Circle K, which I believe was the Jiffy back in the 80s. Could be wrong, maybe it was a Handyway, I'm not sure. And there is Chia Penny's, which has also been there forever and a day. And there is their Dollar General. I know you love that. And yeah, this Chia Penny's has been there forever. And we're just gonna go down this side of the street, and then we'll come back up. We'll go down here and turn around somewhere. So as you can see, we're 19 miles outside of Gainesville in Melrose. And there is Gator Bait Family Sports Grill. Not sure if they're still open or not. Acupuncture and Herbs. A few years ago, that was an antique store. Not sure what it's been, you know, since. There is a Trinity Church Fire Department. Okay, and now we're fixing to go into Alachua County, which is the county that Gainesville is in. And we're just going to turn down a side road here, because that about does it for the main drag. We're going to go down. I think there's a lake down here. Let's go down and see if we can see this lake. Oh, look at that. There is a very old school looking barber shop that I'll show you on the way back. Looks like here's some young ladies who are out exploring, going to their store there. Not sure if this is the road that'll get us down to that lake or not. It's a house. Yeah, it looks like this is all built up and you can't see the dagnarn it. I guess hang a right. Who's a good boy? I see you. And then we'll just, ooh, we're gonna get a better look at good boy. That is a nice looking black German Shepherd right there. Good looking dog. I had a German Shepherd. Those are the best dogs you can get, I promise you. Let's see. We can't see the lake. These houses, man, it's a shame that, you know, I guess if you got money, you should be able to buy these houses and put them wherever you want, but it does block the lake views. See, we're going to try to go down this way. Look, take a ride up here. See if we can't see a... Oh, this is a boat ramp. Very cool. Oh, we got a good view of the lake here. Looks like we've got a bathing beauty up here. He's chilling out on that little raft. Looks like a sailboat across the lake. And this is the Melrose boat ramp. So I guess we'll go ahead and turn around. So we did get to see the lake. That's cool. I was worried we weren't going to catch a glimpse of it. Now what this lake is called, I don't know either, but it is the Melrose boat ramp per the sign. And now we're going to just go back the way we came, and I'll show you the other side of the street, and you can see that old barber shop, which I need to go in there. My hair looks like Bernie Sanders. That's what my girlfriend says. Oh, and our young lady explorers here have traveled great distance. Okay, so somewhere up here is that barber shop. I think it's past this stop sign up here. I think this is a very nice looking church. I'm not sure what kind of church that is, but I bet we'll see it on the sign right here. It's a Baptist church. Eliam Baptist Church. Eliam. Okay, here's our barber shop that I was telling you about. We're going to try to go slow. Nobody's behind us. So look at that. They got the old school spinning barber pole. Rocking chairs out front. Probably don't see that anywhere else outside of the South, I'm sure. That is very cool. That looks like that's straight out of the 30s or 40s right there. And now we're just going to go out here onto the main drag in Melrose. And I'm going to show you the side of the road that you didn't get to see coming down. So really there is nothing down that way. That's pretty much 19 miles of woods until you get to Gainesville, for the very most part. And there is Lake Area Physical Therapy, which I believe in the 80s was a bank. And we used to skate there, me and my friends. Sure did. A lot of these buildings, I don't know what they are, so your guess would be as good as mine. There's Melrose Heritage Park. I know that per the sign. They got a pretty little fountain there. And Mossman Hall, which I'm not sure what that is. Right next to Mossman House, which, you know, I don't know what that is. And there is the law offices of Franklin and Fields. And this is the Blue Water Bay, which is a very popular seafood restaurant here. And Friar's Chicken. Friar's Chicken has a history in Interlaken, and they used to be located in Interlaken. They moved where they were originally located, built a whole brand new building, and it was really nice. And I guess either the county or the state shut them down because they were expanding Highway 20 to 4 lanes, so we lost our Friar's Chicken. Now, there used to also be a Friar's Chicken in Hastings, Florida, which is about 10 miles outside of Palatka, and that one's gone now too. So the only Friar's Chicken in existence is this one here in Melrose. Now, I've gotten to where I pretty much can't stand to eat chicken unless it's fried, but being 50, I can't really, you know, eating fried chicken is not something I should do very often, but occasionally we'll go over to Melrose and get some Friar's Chicken. It's really good. All right then, I guess I'm gonna shut it. We might show a little bit of tiny Johnson, Florida coming up, and then we'll just go out on that. So we'll see you when we get to Johnson. Okay, we're now about 8 miles down the road from where I turned the camera off, and nothing but trees, so you didn't miss nothing. And this is the ultimate blink and you miss it little town. This is Johnson, Florida. That's their Circle K, and that's their road construction crew over there. And it's really about all this town. Circle K and the road construction crew. We will drive a little bit down this way so you can see their Dollar General. The Dollar General fan favorite. I don't know what this dude's saying over here, but saying something. Boy, this light is long, ain't it? I think this is the longest red light I've ever sat at. So I guess that's something that Johnson can be famous for. A very long red light. Okay, so now we're just going to go down and we'll drive down to their Dollar General and see what's going on there. And as you can see, or maybe can't see, but we're 9 miles out of Interlaken. So Interlaken, Melrose, and Keystone Heights are all right together, even though they're all in different counties. You see their road construction they've been doing for like 27 years. But it looks like they're making progress. And this is Cowpen Grocery, or Cowpen Lake Grocery. Cowpen Grocery. And this is Cowpen Lake we're going to go by. The way the road is, it's hard to see it. There you go. Cowpen Lake. Now if you've ever driven from Gainesville out to the beach, chances are you've come through here on Highway 20. So this is how you would go from Gainesville to the beach. You know, Daytona or St. Augustine. And there's not a whole heck of a lot out here until you get to Interlachen, so it's basically 9 miles of this. But there is a Dollar General coming up, and we will show that one too. That's going to be my thing. I'm going to be the Dollar General guy. Watch and see. I'll have every Dollar General in Florida on YouTube one day. I may change my name to the Dollar General. Because, you know, like when you're telling somebody, like the other day, when I went and talked to those two nice ladies at the Interlachen Historical Society, and, you know, they want to know your name so they can see the video. And I'm like, plastic pimps. It's kind of weird. And this over here is a church camp, or it was a church camp. You could go there, and I guess if you were, you know, in that church, you could camp out around the lakes. They got little huts and stuff around the lakes. Camp Hawthorne, they have it on the sign. And I know this is extremely boring, but sometimes, you know, boring is good. Especially if it's late at night and you just want to conk out. Use my videos. I may put this on tonight and go to sleep with the sound of my own voice. That would be something special. And we are going to just pull into this Dollar General up here so I could give you an up-close view of it. It's crazy how when somebody's walking by and they see you holding the camera, they have a shocked face like, what? Weird. Okay, so this is the Dollar General in Johnson, Florida. And we're just going to roll through the parking lot and we'll end out this way. There's them yellow buggies, the Dollar General sign, and the Dollar General building. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed our tour of 3 different tiny little towns. I know it was exciting for me. I hope it was for you. Alright everybody, peace out. Thanks for watching, and you have officially been pimped. Peace.